It is Sunday, September 19th. Welcome to the Pearls in Texas podcast. This is episode 19 on September 19th. That's kind of weird. Yeah. So sorry it's been a couple extra weeks. I had to make a quick trip up to Detroit. One of my friends passed away, so I was gone all last weekend, so we didn't get a chance to podcast. So anyway, I'm Elizabeth.
Melissa. I'm Carrie.
So welcome if you're a new viewer, and welcome back if you're a returning viewer. And we appreciate everyone taking the time to be with us today, and hopefully we'll have some fun.
Yeah.
Show you some knitting and other fiber stuff.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, let's get into it. Is
What
anybody wearing anything? Melissa.
And you? You.
Oh yeah. Well, you go first.
Okay, this
That's
is
really
the
pretty.
Wayet shawl. It was really big back in, when did everybody make this? 2015?
Maybe.
So this
cute.
threw on. This is Miss Babs Yowzer skein. My first time using a Miss Babs skein. It was really fun.
Beautiful. Does it use the whole skein?
Yes.
The whole yarn?
You weigh
and
it.
you weigh it.
That's why it's called the Wayet shawl. So you do
Imagine
the
that.
same thing over and over again until you get to certain weights,
Mm-hmm.
and then you do like for the ruffle, like a like a knit front
I
back for a
have
whole
a skein
row.
of Yowzer that's variegated like that, but I don't know what to do
I
with.
think I made 3 of these shawls.
Maybe that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
She has many different versions. I'm looking it up right now. This one, let's see. Yeah, one skein in the Berlin colorway. I think I knit this one in like a week and a half. Like it was. So,
Wow.
It was really fun.
It's a
to
lot
make.
of fun. It goes pretty quick
Mhm.
too. Mm-hmm.
Just plain garter stitch with minimal shaping. It was a lot of fun.
Short rows?
I don't
Short
remember.
rows?
No.
No
No
short
short
rows.
rows.
Ooh, really easy then.
Mhm. It shows off like the hand paint really
Yeah.
well.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. All right, and then I have just my Ranunculus made out of I think it's Classic Elite Fortuna. It's a linen blend. I think I made it last year. Showed it before. It's in my Ravelry page, but
I'll put it in the notes.
it's hot out today, so I just threw this on.
It is. I don't have anything of what we're wearing, so I'm going through a little bit of. I'm not wearing them.
Oh.
They're going to be my FOs.
Okay.
I thought about putting them on, but it's hot. So I'm having the floors redone at my house, and it's taking a lot longer than I thought it would. And I had to move like everything from one half of the house to the other half. My house is not very big. So I had to put it all like in my bedroom and living room, and it's just kind of all shoved there. And then they're just about done with the floors on the side where I moved all the furniture, so now I've got to take everything from like the laundry room and my bedroom and everything and move it back. But as they remove the tile, they're removing tile and I'm putting a wood-based laminate down, and as they remove it, they have to like grind down the thin set that was up down there from the tile before, and it makes this dust everywhere, and I've just got everything shoved in the closet for my yarn room, and I don't know where anything is. I'm amazed I made it here today. So
Yeah, and we said we are not going to podcast unless we can all be there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's been crazy. I had my kid's birthday where one was on the 4th, the other one was on the 6th. So it's
Wow.
just been
It has
busy.
been. And my air conditioner broke this morning, so we were supposed to
Gosh.
podcast a few hours ago, but I was like, ladies, I can't make it. The AC guy's coming, so we're just a little bit later here, Elizabeth. So
Was it a major part or
it needed cleaning.
cleaning?
Yeah, even
Mm.
though I have been meticulous. I've changed the air filter every 2 days.
Yeah.
But my unit's old. It's a 20-year-old unit, so
Yeah.
and it probably hasn't been cleaned. So I feel like all this dust is kind of just like the straw that broke the
Yep.
camel's back and got into all the little nooks and crannies and stuff. So the coils needed cleaning. And,
Okay, well that's good. That's
yeah.
all it was.
Mhm.
But I'm very
Yeah.
thankful. But you know, it's kind of scaring me. It's an old unit. It's in this closet in the hallway. And he says, first of all, he put this camera up there to see that the coils are filthy.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, if I can clean them inside where they're sitting right now, then we're good. But if I have to take all these coils, if I can't clean them where they're at, and I have to take all this apart and take this outside to clean it, you don't want to put a 20-year unit back inside.
Oh, God.
So you'd probably just want to go ahead and get a whole new unit for the inside. And if you're going with a whole new unit for the inside, we've got to replace the outside too. So my unit is still on that
wow.
R22 Freon.
Oh.
That Freon is $1,500 a canister.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
I think they have to charge like $80 a pound or something, you know, he says.
Crazy.
So once we replace this inside, you've got to replace the outside to make them compatible with, there's like this new 410A and all this other stuff. Thankfully, he was able to clean them where they sat. Like first he couldn't get this door off, and I'm like, can you cut it? Like seriously, is that door like required? Can we like take that? It's like this tiny little section to get it off, and I was like,
Oh.
how important is that door? Can we cut that out? Can we just like snip that? He goes, I'm gonna get some tin snips here in a minute, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm very thankful he was able to clean it where it stood. He didn't have
Yeah.
to tear everything apart and pull it all out. He double checked. He had to add just a little bit of Freon. He said, you know, in 20 years, if you've only lost like this pound and a half, you're good. So, you know, but could you imagine like if you've got a leak in your air conditioner, you lose that Freon at $80 a pound.
Wow.
Mm.
Units take anywhere from 10 to 13 pounds. He goes, so you do the math. You're looking at
Yeah.
almost $1,000 just to reload your system with Freon,
Wow.
and then you're leaking it. So now we've got to find the leak.
Short-term
So
fix,
yeah, so you're not losing it all. I mean, back in the day, people didn't care if you were losing the Freon because it wasn't this expensive. But
Yeah.
with it as expensive as it is,
Mhm.
but it's fixed, and I'm very thankful.
That's
And
good.
I'm gonna put extra filters on, like one on the return air, and then the one that's in the unit, just until they finish all this
Oh.
Yeah.
sanding
settles
and
down.
grinding and
Yeah.
settling and cleaning and everything. So
Wow.
Wow.
it's been crazy.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
I've never been so happy to walk into a place with no dust in my life. So
If she comes in and I'm like, sorry, I didn't clean. She's like, oh my God, it's perfect.
It's perfect. It's amazing. I mean, I have dust everywhere. So I've told several people I feel like I'm living on the inside of a vacuum canister.
Oh.
But I'll love the finished product.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's
That
what I'm
looks
looking
really
forward
good
to.
so far.
Thank you. So
All right. Well, how about finished objects?
I have one.
Yay!
Yay!
I actually didn't finish these. Elizabeth did. She
She
made them on
finished
her.
them.
They're my socks.
I did the other one for her.
This yarn is Barking Dog's yarn, the Achilles base, and it's called School Bus on Acid. I love this colorway. So, my socks. So excited. Thank you, Elizabeth.
You're welcome. Melissa?
I have a project that I was working on that I've shown many times. It's finally finished. Finally finished.
Oh, your Vertices
Yes.
Unite
It looks so good.
by Stephen West.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Looks
fabulous.
Awesome.
Finally done.
Look how big it is. Wow.
I
She
love
said-
it all.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
gorgeous.
super happy it's done.
Do you love it now that
I
it's
do.
all together?
Yes.
Because you
Mhm.
were complaining.
I was.
The first few
'cause
colors.
It looked like
Ronald
Yeah.
McDonald
McDonald's
juice
right
had
there.
that. I love
Totally
it.
doesn't.
It does.
I totally love it.
And then when this color came in, I'm like, that's a little weird. But all of it together, it's good.
Yeah, it's really good. And then when it wraps around you,
Mhm.
they all meld together.
Gosh, now I want to make one.
I know, I want to do another one.
It matches you.
It does match me.
Yeah. And then
Great.
I was thinking about all the whips I have that I haven't touched in forever. And sorry, I have a lot of stuff.
She's got a huge bag full of stuff.
Very the very bottom. Okay, this was in a Christmas knitting bag.
Yes, a Christmas knitting bag. So it's been a while.
These are the Zigzagular socks. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. And I believe I knit the first one using a 9-inch circular. And then I didn't like it. And then I switched needles to magic loop. And it's kind of neat how it ended up pooling.
I
So-
kind of
So
like
which
the
one was
pooling.
the first one and which one was the second?
The first one was the pooling one.
This is the first one.
Okay.
You see this
Mhm.
pooling here?
And this is a club colorway, Savvy Skeins Cult Classic club that I was in last year. And this is her sensible sock base in the Gizmo colorway. This is how much I have left.
Wow. Not very much.
No?
Good job.
Yeah.
Using it all up.
That's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be cute for a heel on something,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Really cute.
Those are my two. Oh wait, no. Okay, I I did kind of, this is a half C finished. Okay, so this is my baby quilt top.
Oh.
It's finished. And the back is finished.
Cute. And who's this for again?
A lady at my gym. She's
Oh, yeah.
having a
Okay.
baby boy. And then this is the backing fabric.
Oh.
So I'll give it to my friend Tammy, who has a long arm, and she'll quilt it for me.
I love this backing.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cute. Those fabrics are great.
Yeah, I just went to a local quilt shop called Quilt House in New Braunfels, and they have a 30% section, and that's where I get a lot of my backs.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It goes perfectly.
Audrey came and helped me pick it out, so something
Great.
semi-finished. So after it gets quilted, so they'll sandwich it. It'll be the front, the backing, or the batting, and then the back. And then you have to sew it together so the layers stay together, and that's what Tammy's gonna do. And then after that, I'm gonna bind it. I have more of this fabric, so I'll bind it in this, and then it'll be done.
Okay.
So close enough.
So your part is done for now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then it gets handed off to the quilter.
Yes.
Who's quilting it. Then you have to put the binding on.
Right.
Okay. Perfect. We'll
Just
let you
for you
count.
non-quilters.
We'll let you count it as finished for now.
Oh, okay.
New category. Finished for now.
For now.
Finished for
Okay.
now. All right. I didn't have much knitting time because of traveling, and this week at work when I got back was extremely busy. So, but I did finish some socks. So these were at Christmas. I had the Advent from Chelsea Lux last year.
Oh, wow.
And this was the full skein. So it's called Santa's Jammies.
Oh, that's perfect.
No, Santa's Stash, sorry. And here's the rest of the tube, but here's the label. It's called Santa's Stash. And then the heel, toes, and cuff, I cranked the tube. And the Afterthought cuff, heel, and toe, I did with Savvy Skeins Copper Popped in her
I love
space.
that color.
Mhm.
It's good.
Which I thought was kind of an odd combination, but there are like
Speckles.
coppery speckles
Speckles
in
in
here.
there.
So I thought, well, it's kind of cute.
It is
So
cute.
I'm happy with it. I like it, and I have the rest of the tube. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it either. Another pair of socks, or I might make some fingerless mitts out of it.
That'll be nice.
So that, and then just one other pair of socks that I have. I'm on a blocker. So you can see. These are just a knit picks tube
Loves
that I had cranked,
Bewitching.
and then I used a little mini that I had that ended up kind of doing this little mini striping, but the colors matched perfectly.
It looks
So.
great.
It is. Good.
Yeah, so this is Knit Picks Felici in Raspberry Beret colorway.
Oh,
And here's the other one. My stripes don't match exactly. I tried, but I know the yarn just didn't cooperate. My tension,
Your
I
feet
don't
are
know.
looks
gonna be
pretty
so
good.
mad at you.
But I
Looks
am.
pretty good.
I'm just trying to get over it, because that bothers me, but I'm just trying to get over it. It actually
Good
down
job.
here, it doesn't
If
look
you don't
bad.
like it, then I'll take them.
Yeah, like at the top it looks worse than the actual bottom part. So I'm not sure if it was my tension or the yarn. I don't know. It's
Maybe a
weird.
little bit of both.
But what's really weird is that this stripe is so short
And that one's
and
so
that
long.
one's so long, so I think
Oh.
it was the yarn.
I'm pretty
Could be
sure
the
it is the
yarn.
yarn then.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm not going to stress over it. They're going on my feet. I'm going to wear them.
Yes,
So,
enjoy them.
Yes. So that's it for my FOs, nothing else.
Whips.
Whips?
Whips.
You're gonna start.
I'm going to start?
Because you
Okay.
have yarn on side.
So, sorry. Oh, one of my dogs just came up, so sorry if he's making a little heavy breathing noise.
It's not us.
Yeah.
It might be.
It's all
Melissa,
in. So I worked on my
Boxy.
Boxy by Hohi Locatelli
Here, hook it up.
in Kyla's lab. And I added the second skein. I'm about halfway done with the second skein. You can see where there was a little difference. I did.
I was about to say, I see just a little bit of a difference,
Yeah.
but I like it.
I kind of alternated, like as I was getting close to the end of the first skein. The rest of the skeins are pretty much like the second skein, so I figured that at the bottom would be okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and just for with jeans and stuff. So
I have a slight confession. I always peek at your guys' Ravelry page before I come.
See, to see what we're up to?
You
I haven't updated anything on Ravelry.
Just to see. Because I'm Snoop like that, so I totally knew this was coming.
So then I
This is gorgeous.
over
It is.
after our last podcast, I decided to start another sweater, and I started the Night Bloom sweater by Espace Tricot in Canada, and it's a free pattern. You can see that. So, and I had some really old stash. Was in the vein of starting with old stash.
Yes, we have our cow
So
going,
I have
yes.
this alpaca that is actually from a place here that's no longer in business. It was called Old Oaks Ranch, and they had an alpaca farm. It was an alpaca ranch, and I think it was our first yarn crawl that we went to, and I got 2 skeins of this. So it was like 12.
This was back in the day when Elizabeth didn't have stash.
Right, we knew
She
her that
did
long ago.
one project at a time. She bought the yarn for it, she knitted the item. Then she bought the yarn for it, and then she knitted the item. And she was like, stash? What is
We have a
stash?
dog on the table.
Sorry.
That's okay. You can't really see him. Well, at least we don't think you can see him.
It's 3 dogs up here right now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're dogs.
Anyway, so here's my sweater.
It's absolutely
Using the
stunning.
Alpaca, which is actually charcoal, but it looks almost, it's got a brown cast to it. And
It
then the colorwork portion, it's kind of blowing out now. Well, I guess not, there we go. The colorwork is in Suburban Stitcher Baby Surrey Alpaca in the Red Hot colorway.
That's super cute.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. I like it. So here's the Surrey, you can see.
I like it.
Yeah,
Looks
which
really
is kind of
good.
like a red, but it's like a corally red.
It is.
It's a really pretty color, and I just thought it complemented and kind of popped on the alpaca. It's really, this whole thing is really soft. So I'm on the sleeves. I'm about halfway done with the first sleeve. So, and you
How
bind
does it
off.
smell?
I haven't blocked it at all, but you bind off in the cherry alpaca, and then you do the same on the sleeves. So just
She'll
a
have it
little
done by
touch.
next week.
Yeah, it'll be done. Yeah, it'll be done
It
this
will
week.
be. Mm-hmm.
Because they won't take that long. So that's what I've been working on. That's pretty much it. I haven't really made any progress on my shawl at all. I didn't, pretty much almost a week and a half without any knitting. So just getting back into it.
Yeah.
So
What you got?
what are you working on?
Okay. I started a shawl out of the deep stash. 'Cause that's what we're doing. This is, I think I'm in the middle of the row too, so let's not guide me. Okay, this is Danzig by, I'm gonna let you pronounce things, 'cause I'm not known-
Justina Lork Owaska.
Your place just got taken.
It's okay. I know how to boot them over.
And that is Jackson.
Best name ever, because my dog's name is Jackson too.
The youngest of our 3 cockapoos.
Okay, this is it. Kind of a mess, and I'm in the middle of a wrap and turn row. So bad.
Well, that's pretty.
And it's got tons of ends, so I'm doing the Weavin Steven thing on
Oh,
some
nice.
of it. So I'm trying to like cut corners a little bit.
And if anyone's not familiar with that, Stephen West put out a video, was it last year? or
Last
2
year's
years
slip
ago?
extravaganza.
Was it last year?
Mhm.
Yeah, called the Weavin Steven method for dealing with ends as you're going, and you can look it up on his website, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I completely forgot. I think I got it this yarn back in 2014.
Mm.
And it's the yarn that's called for. It's Malabrigo. Machete. That's right?
Machita.
Okay.
Conchita.
Machete, Machita, it's all the same.
Melissa makes up her own names.
Machita.
It's machete
Southwest
now.
Merino.
It's Machete now.
It's-
Malabrigo, did you make a base called Machete?
Is it Southwest Merino
But who
yarn?
was I was watching a podcast. Was it the Grocery Girls?
And no, it was the Naughty Nitwits.
Oh, Natty Nitwits, and she's, I think it was Leslie, or no, was it Leslie or
Michelle?
Michelle? One of the two of them
I think it was Michelle.
said Southwest
Southwest
Merino,
Merino.
and I about spit out my drink. I had to rewind it. I'm like, did she say that? And then I'm like texting Melissa. Oh my
You
God.
started a trend with your Machete yarn now and Southwest Merino and all that fun stuff.
Oh my gosh.
You're a trendsetter.
Bless your heart for staying with us this long.
Yes.
Okay. So since I finished a pair of socks, I'm really trying hard to get through my Cult Classic club colors. This was her one, her dude sock one.
There's
And
a
then-
sweater that goes with
Yes.
this.
That's the one that I asked Audrey. I'm like, okay, what should I make next for socks? And she picked out the dude socks. So I'm not very far, and color work
looks-
on socks makes me nervous. 'Cause I
Color
don't know
work
if
is
it'll
not-
stress or what I'm doing wrong. Or
Isn't this like a Lateman braid?
Yeah, that's how you say that.
I don't know. How do you
Okay.
say it?
I don't know.
I was listening to a book called The Russian.
I call it
And
Latvian braid.
Latvian?
Okay.
Latvian braid.
Then maybe the narrator said it wrong. but
Okay.
So it goes like,
Latvian sounds better
Maybe
than
depends. Okay, Jackson.
looks good.
okay, because I was nervous. I don't know if it's gonna stretch.
It looks
I
great.
went to they said to go up to like a 1.5, and I usually do socks on a 1. So I'm just following the pattern. Gonna try to do it.
It looks
So-
good.
Sorry,
It feels
I'm being-
good.
Good.
Being attacked.
Do you need some privacy? I'm just kidding.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
Aww, you're so sweet.
I'm going to call this the Purl in Texas Jackson podcast.
Okay, then what else do I have? Oh, I have my Boxy. So I'm trying to, I thought it would be fun just to have like a sweater on the needle, a shawl on the needle, and then a sock on the needle. So
That's
this is
perfect.
my sweater. So I got a lot of balls on this. Sorry. Anyways, because I'm at this weird point where I'm doing like the shoulder shaping and
Oh.
Oh, wow, you're already
You
there.
are
kind
cruising
of a
on
mess.
that.
So I started
really
the last
cruising along.
color and doing the shoulders.
See if I can hold this up.
So it's kind of a hot
Kind of
mess.
cute, the color block like
I
that.
hope so.
I think it's getting cuter. Because I know you were worried about.
I think I got the
Not
last
liking.
one. Yep. The last one skein in there somewhere. No, last skein right here. Yep, so I just decided to stop and do the shoulder shaping in the 4th color and hope it all turns out.
Mhm.
Here's
then
that
kind of-
4th color.
Yeah,
So
here
it's
it
gone
is in
into the green.
skein.
And that's all Suburban Stitcher.
Yes, this
Mhm.
is her fake colorway. And then this is, so when I finish the other
Second,
side,
third.
when I finish the other shoulder, then I'll go on to the back and then try to finish up this color and then,
And
yeah.
then go to the sleeve.
And then we'll see how the sleeves turn out.
So, will the sleeve be green, or are you going to use the next color for the sleeve?
There's
I
only
have
4, right?
4, yeah.
So green.
Yeah, they'll be green.
Mm-hmm.
But if I have any of this
okay.
other
She's already
color
on the
left,
4th. Uh-huh.
if I have any of this left, then I'll probably maybe try to finish this one off. And then do
Okay.
the green. I don't know, we'll see. I'm just making it up.
Kind of playing it by ear. That's
Yeah.
good. That's perfect.
Cool.
But I did
Very
start
nice.
another sewing project. Oh, sorry, I'm like a huge mess.
Here, you can come over here.
Okay. We had a sewing day with some friends. We do it once a month, and we decided because it's fall, we would do pumpkin quilts. So maybe I'll go on their Instagram or if I have any other pictures and put them in as well because they're all doing cute pumpkin quilts. So my friend Margie and I are doing this one.
That is so cute.
It's a little bit of a shine, but man, that is cute. Hocus Pocus.
So I purchased a kit on Etsy, but these are, they don't look like pumpkins now, but these are my small pumpkins. And then you'll put the cream color on each corner, and then that'll make them look round.
Oh, okay.
And then these,
See?
and then these are like the medium pumpkins, and then I have large ones to make as well.
Oh,
There's
that's gonna
3
look
sizes.
so cute.
I love the colors.
So,
Great job.
yeah. So it's fun. Nice little kit.
That's a big old kit.
Yes.
And where did you get the kit from? I'm sorry. Did
I have just Googled it on Etsy
Oh,
and
okay.
put it on there. And I just bought one.
Okay.
That's
I'll have
perfect.
to see if I can find it and try to link it below. But yeah.
I didn't know if you got it from a shop, but then you guys went to a shop.
No, I
recently.
didn't
Okay.
go to a shop. So.
Cute.
Thanks. Okay.
That's it?
All right.
That's it.
Yay! I only have one whip. This is all I've been working on. well, I lie a little bit. I have a test knit that I'm doing, but I can't show it.
Can't show it.
So I think I mentioned that last time. I showed the yarn that I'll be using, and we've had a little bit of a snafu with it, so I had to rip a little bit back, and she's redoing it, and so I've been working on that, and then this. So
That's why you test knit, right?
yeah.
Work out the kinks.
Work out the kinks. So this is the, I don't know if you guys remember,
Oh.
this is my monthly blanket. So this is triangle
That is
number 1.
so
This was
pretty.
January, February, March. This is triangle number 2, April, May, and June.
I love this. It reminds me of candy corn.
Then they're gonna,
Oh,
yeah, it kind of does. And then they'll be put together. So I just started July. The green. So it's super
Pretty.
tiny. It's called Ivy. This is all Malabrigo Rios. It's all on my project page. So this is super tiny, but I started this green, and then after this green will be like a pretty bright, it's called green apple, and then again the white. So like
This will be our
everybody's,
screenshot.
everybody's wearing them now. So here we go.
I feel like we're in a space uniform or something.
So anyway, I haven't started seaming any of them together now that I've got 2, officially done. But
Yeah.
But I've started the third one.
I love the cream on there. I think it like ties
It's-
it
yes,
all together.
It does. It
Yeah.
really does. And that's what September's yarn was the, because this is July, and then August is the green apple, and then September is the cream.
The cream.
The
So then the
gauge-
last quarter will be blues. So 2 blues and then an ivory.
The gauge on
Right.
it feels really good.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a size 8, and it's
It's like the
all
perfect
garter.
garter squishiness.
Squishy, very squishy. Yeah,
It's going to
I
be
like
a
it.
perfect squishy blanket. So,
It's amazing.
thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Great. Any other whips?
That's it. That's
That's
all I've got.
all right.
This and my test net, which I can't show, so. that's all
She
I-
can show us. If we
I didn't bring it because
Oh.
yeah, it's like under.
We'll
like,
see it next time.
I was like,
my
no.
house is such a disaster. So much stuff. They're like, hey, do you have this? And I'm like, I have no clue where that is.
Oh my.
After they started with the dust, my allergies started acting up.
Oh.
And so my mom says, why don't you take some allergy medication? Because I don't know where the medication is, Mom. I had to like take everything out of like the pantry and like all the rooms and everything, and I threw it in a box and it's in the garage somewhere. So I have to
Oh.
go to the store and buy more allergy medication.
Oh,
I mean, I know
gosh.
we're nepping it, so it's
Oh,
just
that's
a mess.
awful.
It very unorganized on my behalf. I didn't think it was gonna last this long. So
But you're halfway there.
I am.
You're
I'm-
up on
I'm-
that hill.
I'm
and
up
you're
on the
gonna come
hill and
down.
I'm ready to come down
Yeah,
the crescendo.
you're on the down,
so, yeah.
downside. That's good.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's all I have. No stash, no nothing.
All right. Any enhancements for you? Any economics for you?
Yes.
Have you been supporting the economy?
Well,
little
I
bit.
have the economics shared from you.
Oh yeah.
I got some
Sure.
skeins of yarn from Elizabeth.
So the friend of mine that passed away was a long-term friend, 30-some years. I worked with her at 2 different places, and she kind of is the one who got me back into knitting. Her name was Phyllis. I think I talked about her in one of our early episodes. And so her daughter asked me to come to the house after the funeral services the next day, and we went through all of her yarn and stuff, and she had me take back all of her works in progress and a bunch of the really good stash that she had. So it was interesting because it was kind of cathartic going through everything.
Of course.
And like a lot of it, I had, even though I was in Texas and she was in Michigan, we
You
talked about
talked about
things
it.
and texted and
Uh-huh.
things over the phone. So, and like just funny stories of things that we both bought, or even when I was visiting and we would go to a yarn shop, that things that we bought together. And so it was kind of interesting. And then going through her whips, and we had always said that she died of cancer. She had lung cancer, but she had always laughed and said, "I don't know what I'm going to do with this stash when I'm gone. What should I do?" I said, "Just tell Carrie, that's her daughter. I said, just tell her to put my name on a box and ship it to Texas." So Carrie's like, "Bring your suitcase and come and get it."
Oh.
So literally, my other girlfriend had to give me this giant suitcase
To bring.
to bring back, and it ended up weighing 52 pounds at the airport.
Wow, I bet you had to pay overage fees
Well,
for
it was
that.
overage, but I told the lady what it was and explained it to her, and she goes, let me lighten this load for you. And so she like pulled up on it and got the tag to print at under 50, and she goes, don't worry about it.
Aw, that's so sweet.
nice.
But
That's
anyway,
very
so
nice.
some of the stash I wanted some of my friends to have some of it. So
Yeah, so I got 11 Speckles in the sun bleached seashell twist sock. That's this one. Of course, it says Carrie because it's got these speckles of
really
orange.
tiny little
Mhm.
speckling, very subtle.
And then Madtosh vintage. This is a more of a chunky worsted weight, and it's in the modern fair colorway. I love it. I'm gonna make a hat with this. And then Antonio saw this. Antonio's with me today. He just got some water. I don't know if you heard that noise, but he saw this yarn. She goes, "Who's gonna make something with this?" And Antonio said, "This would be a great beanie." So
He
Elizabeth said,
volunteered for that one.
"Do you want a sockhead hat out of that?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, I'll make you a sockhead hat." So it's Hedgehog fibers, but I don't know the colorway name is Wild Card.
Yep.
Yeah. So and it's pretty wild cardish.
She had 2 skeins of that one in a skein and one wound up in a cake. So
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah,
Antonio's
that'd
gonna
be-
get a sockhead hat with that.
yeah.
For all his crazy hair.
I also got lucky enough to be gifted with some. This one, Yarn Stories, which I've never used.
I haven't either. It's beautiful though.
It's 100% new wool, and it says Merino Superwash, so I can't mess that one up. Like, no, it doesn't say Southwest. It says Superwash. So, yeah, I'm not saying that one. This one is sea glass. This is Sweet Fibers, and I've never used that one else. This is also Superwash Merino, and 475 yards. So this will be nice.
This one's called Ragabounding.
Okay. Yeah, I would have messed that up for sure.
It's got really pretty colors.
And this one's called Sea Glass, like she said.
I got one right. And then I also purchased some from Turtle Purl Yarn.
I love turtle pearl yarns. They're
Is
striking.
it Emily, right?
I don't
Emily's
know her
on
name.
her? Okay. Bewitching. So this is the Halloween colorway.
I love.
And it's striping, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
And then this one, yeah, it's striped turtle toes.
Oh, that's
Then this
cute.
one is one of the Canadian names. Grant something falls.
Oh yeah, I can't say that one either.
I actually think these would be good man socks.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know
You
if I
can
want to
read
share.
that name yourself. I can't
I don't know if
pronounce
I
it.
should be nice and share or not. I should probably be nice.
You probably should be.
Make Trevor some socks.
Especially since he got you that beautiful new ring.
Yeah.
Melissa got a beautiful new ring.
Whatever. He said he was gonna get my old one resized, and I was super excited to get it. And then I look, and I'm like, that's not my ring. So, yeah.
So I guess he
You should
deserves.
probably
he
get
should
a
probably
pair
get
of
some
socks.
Yeah.
So that's my stash. I also we've been trying to spoof up stuff with new to us furniture, so we've been doing a lot of shopping on Facebook Marketplace, and we got like a whole new bedroom set, and then we also
That's
got
awesome.
a really nice big desk for my craft
That's-
room,
really
and
nice.
if you guys see on my Instagram, I know my
Or
husband Instagram.
Audrey can even insert
yeah.
a picture.
It's really nice desk, so
Nice.
I'm really excited about
Lots of
that.
storage, right?
Mhm.
Shelving.
Yes,
Mhm.
lots of good.
That's good. All right.
And then you also let me
There we
keep
go.
this kitty one. This-
I meow.
I meow you. Really sweet. Little polka dot
Yeah.
on the inside.
I'm not a cat person. I'm a dog person, so
I'm a dog person too.
I have to give that to a cat person.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
All right, sit back, get some popcorn and a beverage.
No, I tried to be good. Famous last words.
She was traveling,
Well-
and let's see how much she
Yeah. So this is really funny. So, well, I bought
That's
some.
gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah, Chasing Rabbits Fiber Co. Dyer in Texas here put out that she was releasing one of her Christmas colors called Holly. Well, I love Christmas, and so I'm like jumping all over that. And this is in the BFL blue face Leicester wool And it's the holly berry colorway.
Looks so pretty.
It does. I'm excited
It's like
to see how it
purple
ends
and
up.
red and burgundy and like greens and just a
What are you gonna
beige.
make with that? Do you
Yeah.
know yet?
I don't know. I have no idea. I love it though. Thought it was so pretty.
It is
It's
pretty.
a fabulous colorway.
I feel like buying yarn and knitting yarn are two separate hobbies.
They are.
They are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
They
I'm excelling
absolutely
at
are.
the buying.
And you're getting, and it's like a museum collection.
You excel at the knitting too, but
You
you do
do.
excel at the buying as well.
Oh, I won't be buying any
You're
for a
excelling
while
at-
with everything I brought back from Michigan. Oh,
You're
yeah.
excelling at both of your hobbies.
Yeah. And then this is also in the BFL base. This is called Berry Bramble, which is really, really pretty. It's like a brown taupey base with purple and burgundy and like almost a rusty orange in it.
Looks really
It's a
Mhm.
beautiful. I thought it was very autumnal. Like that. That I had mail ordered. Then I was up in Dallas for a business trip, and my customers that I was meeting up there ended up having to leave early, and I had a few hours spare time, so I decided to go to McKinney Knittery because I haven't been there yet, and it was fabulous, really, really nice shop, and it's kind of funny because go all the way up there, and I just can't stray away from what I love. So I got some Suburban Stitcher.
That's awesome.
I'm like, why am I so drawn to this? But it's just beautiful. So I got her Dusty Pink in the sock base, sure, which is a really pretty dusty pink color,
The
obviously.
antique, yeah.
Yeah. And then I got a skein of Antique, a skein of Joy, and a skein of Gothic, which I think I'm going to do a shawl with the three together. But they were really pretty together.
Mm-hmm.
Very subtle purple.
Very nice. They do look good together.
Yeah, I know. I was drawn to that. And then they also had a big wall of La Bien Aimée, and I found this skein, which I absolutely loved, in the Merino singles base, and this is called Madeline. So
That's pretty.
really beautiful,
It
deep
looks like a magenta.
magenta purple.
Magentaism. Madelineism.
And then I got a skein of Woolfolk Far in
I've never knit with that before.
colorway
It's
20.
really pretty.
Well, the reason I got it is because it's like an eggplant color, and I have some army green that I'm going to make a sweat out of, and I thought that would be pretty to tip it in that.
Mhm.
Like to tip the edges of the sleeves and the neck maybe.
It's so
It's super soft, yeah. So it'll be a little bit of a contrast on the other color that I have previously in my stash. And then I got some Madtosh.
I love Madtosh.
This is going to be a gift for my aunt that lives in Colorado. So I'm going to do some kind of a cowl or a shawl or something. I'm not quite sure what. But this is Madtosh Farm Twist.
I haven't
And
used that base either.
it's,
It
oh,
feels
it's really nice. It's in antique lace, whiskey barrel, but this skein has a lot of the
I love
tealy
whiskey
blue color in
barrel.
it. And then this is called
No,
Dubrovnik, which is like the blue that picks up from the whiskey barrel. So,
Yeah, you can see that blue in that whiskey barrel.
yeah. I just thought they played really well together.
They do. They do.
And that'll be a gift. I gotta get that on the needles too.
Like color work.
Yeah, or maybe short row,
Sure.
something, I don't know. And then, because you had that peppercorn,
I
and I
love
looked
that
at mine, but mine
peppercorn.
isn't DK or worsted weight, and so then I wanted to make socks out of it, so I got a skein of the
I got
sock.
one extra skein in mine so I could make socks with whatever sweater I make. I love this peppercorn.
It's really pretty.
This is Twist Light.
So I'm gonna make a pair of socks out of that. And then I've never seen this before, and I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. This is shepherd's wool, and it's actually from the Stonehenge Fiber Mill in Michigan. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Very reasonably priced, 250 yards. And it's like $14, and it's really nice feeling. And it's
It almost looks like hand spun.
it's worsted spun fine wool. So it's worsted spun. But doesn't it feel nice?
Mm-hmm.
And it's
It'll make something nice marled.
Marled?
Yeah.
oh yeah. So it's colors in the colorway Storm, which is like black with gray. So I got a sweater's quantity of that. You know, I might do a weekender or just like a sweatshirty pullover or something.
I love my weekender.
Yeah. I keep buying yarn to make weekenders, and I don't know, I might make something different. But anyway, so I got all that. So that was all from McKinney Knittery. And then I just have to
I
show
love
their...
she sent a picture after she left, and it has the bag that they send you home. Is that what you're showing?
So here's the bag. Really cute. Stamped McKinney Knittery. And then I looked on the back, and this is hysterical. It says, "This is not a bag of yarn." So you can carry it in and say, "This is not a bag of yarn."
It even says so from the store.
Yeah.
This is not a bag of yarn.
So I thought that was really cute.
I think that's cute too. I'm just amazed they got all that yarn in that tiny little bag.
I know, she was shoving it in. I may have had another bag. I don't know, but anyway. And then I ordered, before I went to Michigan, because again, I didn't know I was getting all that, I had placed an order for the first time from Ruby and Rose's yarn.
Uh-huh.
It's a young gal by the name of Addison who's still in high school, and she started a yarn dyeing business.
Really?
So, yeah, you guys should check out her stuff. It's really.
Ruby and Roses.
Ruby and Roses
Okay.
yarn. Yeah, and she does a podcast as well, and I've been watching her podcast for a couple of years now. Anyway, so I had placed an order with her, again, some of her Christmas colorways, and I got a basket that was really cute that she had. She sells these baskets.
It's
So I got
cute.
that one. And so I got a sock set. And this is in her colorway Bundle Up on her soft rose base, which I think is 80/20 or...
It is 8515.
Oh, 85/15, okay.
Southwest.
Nice.
And then this is the same colorway Bundle Up, but on her plump rose base, which is more of a twisted.
It'll be fun to see how
Yeah.
all these knit up.
And just her colors are so
Her colors
pretty.
are very
Mhm.
pretty.
And then this also on the plump rose base is called Apple Cider, and I just love that.
It has such a pretty
And her speckling, she's really got a good hand with the speckling.
Mm-hmm.
colors in there.
And then this color is First Frost, and it's also on the plump rose base, which is 400 yards per 100 grams, sorry.
That orange
And I got
right
3
there.
skeins of that, because I want to do some sort of a sweater.
My favorite. Don't
And
worry.
then I got 1 skein of her rose cloud base, which is the baby Surrey in spearmint, which goes really well with that.
This is cute.
So, yeah, oh yeah. And then I just lost the... She did a collaboration with Lock and Lou for stitch marker, which is a little like a little candle and a little knitted piece of fabric, and you could get that with the surprise mini skein, and this was the mini skein that I got with the stitch marker. The stitch marker is just darling, and the mini skein is really pretty
cute.
too.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that was my first time ordering from her, and it will not be my last, because I really am very pleased with everything. So,
Yeah, it looks so great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that is it. I'm not even going to go through all the stuff I brought back from Michigan, because
Oh, yeah. A lot.
all over my
About
floor.
50 pounds worth.
50 pounds worth of yarn.
Only 49. The lady helped with that a little bit, but we
That's
do
right.
have a giveaway.
Yes.
we do have a giveaway.
We do have a giveaway, so
No.
Just
Yeah.
wanted to say thank you for all the nice comments.
Yes.
It's fun
Yes.
to read, and everybody loves Elizabeth's haircut.
Yeah,
Yes.
thanks.
Yes.
I was so overdue for a haircut. I hate getting my haircut. It's such a takes too much time, and I'm like, ugh, I never know what I want to do. And
I never know what I want
I'm
to do
just
either, so
like-
I just tell Paige, I need a haircut, come over. She goes, what do you want to do? I said, I don't care, just cut it.
And I've been trying to let my bangs grow, so now I think it's finally blended in enough. But
I think it looks
It looks
great.
great.
thank you.
And clearly everybody else thinks it
Yeah.
looks
Yes.
Thanks. That was so sweet.
This is our 1-year anniversary prize. This is from Yarn Rehab, rehabilitation for the yarn. Rock Shelter Sock in Guatemalaness.
It's a very Texas
Very Texas.
colorway. Thought it'd be fitting.
And we had 28 comments, and we did a random number series. Did a random number, which was, I believe, 18. What
Mhm.
was it? Elin?
Mhm.
ELINS. Elin S. You have won. We'll reply on there that you've won. Reach out to us in any of the Ravelry or I mean, I don't want you to have to put your like information on YouTube, so
Yeah.
you can reach out to us and I can, put an email address there or something if you don't have Ravelry, or, reach out to
Or
us on
Instagram.
Ravelry. Or Instagram or
You can
something.
DM us on Instagram.
And she said, congratulations on 1 year. I am so glad I found your podcast. I've enjoyed reconnecting with Carrie since I watched her podcast with Darlene from the beginning. I also enjoy getting to know Melissa and Elizabeth, and all three of you inspire me with your knitting skills. So thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
so sweet.
Thank you. And congratulations.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And so last time we talked about doing a new Cal knit along,
Knit-along.
and we said it would start September 1st. So
Which it has.
which hopefully it started.
I will join. I just
Did you
haven't.
put the Ravelry? I have not even been into Ravelry.
It's on. Yeah.
Okay.
There's already a chat thread and there's a finished object thread. We've already got a couple of finished objects.
I'm so far behind.
Yeah. I mean, come on. We're on the 19th. Get with it.
I've been busy traveling and stuff. Oh, I'll have to get down there. Well, that's awesome that people have started. I'm so glad.
Mhm.
So we said that if your stash was
0 to 1 year,
year,
we'd have 1 skein of yarn.
and so that is this skein, which is from Yarn Stories.
It's 100% merino superwash, and it's in the, is that Moonbird?
Mhm.
Moonbird colorway.
That's
This is-
gorgeous.
So it's like
I'll take a
white-
picture and post it up in the
like
the
a plum
thread.
and a light green
It's very pretty.
color combined. It's real pretty.
Very pretty.
And then for the
1 to 2
1 to
years.
2 years,
Two
2 skeins from Suburban Stitcher in her single sock base, which is 100% superwash merino, in the Boardwalk colorway. For those, that will be the second place prize,
Yes.
or second category
Second
prize.
category, yeah, not really second place, but second category. 2 skeins.
And then the 3 years and up stash, older stash, will be 3 skeins of your choice of base and color from Suburban Stitcher. So when it's all done, whoever wins that category will be able to contact. I'll let Diane know, and we'll
Mhm.
reach out and get that coordinated for you. So there just may be a little delay in getting that because she's moving.
She is, yeah. And I think we mentioned that. So.
And I think she sold her house too.
She did. I think they
Mhm.
just moved out.
And this will end until the end. I think we were going to the end of the year, right? What did you
No,
say? November?
End of November.
End of November.
End of
So
November.
yeah, it'll be early December.
Yep.
So.
And
winter.
other than having to be used from your stash, there aren't any other rules.
Mhm. Double dip,
No,
triple dip. I know a
double
lot
dip,
of people are
triple,
doing
yeah, whatever.
different accessory knit-alongs right now and
Sure.
everything, so.
Yeah, no other rules. So even if it's brand new stuff that you just had delivered to you while you were out of town in Michigan, start that sucker up and put it in the 0 to 1 year. And, yeah.
Yep.
No other rules.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I totally did my nails to see if any of it would match her stash. So I'm trying to see.
I
Oh,
think
yeah,
it
that's
matches-
a new yarn you
it
got.
matches quite a few.
So-
She has like
What do you
It's
got?
like
4 or 5 different
yeah,
colors on there.
I really tried hard.
And it's funny because
Pretty.
mine are all broken and they look terrible from all the cleaning I've been doing.
I'm not
Like,
sure if
that'll
that
work.
one-
That'll work.
Yeah.
No, I fell for one of those Facebook ads for nail polishes. This one is Oliver and June. I got their fall box, so I'm like testing it out so I'll let you guys know
Nice.
if it's good or not.
Yeah, that's
But
perfect.
so far it's great. I've done dishes and all sorts of things, and I haven't had a chip yet. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah, if you're
Good.
into nail polish stuff.
I do have one other tip because I had to figure it out when I was working on my sleeve, and my tip is picking up stitches for sleeves is so you know how you normally put when you split, you have your stitches that go on waste yarn, or I use one of these little Scoobies from Amazon that go on your needles, and then you have that area on the body that then you pick up those stitches and then you knit it in the round and your sleeve builds. So picking up these stitches, especially on a dark color,
Dark
is
yarn is
very
terrible.
difficult.
Mhm.
So my tip is to take a double point needle and pick up the stitches on the double point needle first,
And then knit off.
and then knit off of those
That's a
as you're
perfect
connecting.
idea.
It's much easier.
Mhm.
Plus it allows you to kind of, at a glance, look at the stitches, make sure you're happy with the way they're picked up. I also pick up one two additional stitches, one on either end, and then
When you come around, you knit two.
when I come around, I knit together. But in addition to knitting together, I also, because sometimes that's still loose, I actually pick up a third stitch that's in between the stitch I cast on and the stitch that was at the corner. I pick up down below.
Mm-hmm.
Show you where I would pick it up, like down here, and then I knit the three together.
Mm.
And it
That's a
really
great idea.
closes up that hole. And you know, unless you're doing like a bulky yarn, it really doesn't create any extra bulk or anything. So you can see, well, it's kind of hard to see because this is a dark color, but I really don't have any gaps. So,
No, yeah.
so if you don't want to pick up those extra stitches, you can always just make sure you leave when you start, leave a long tail, and then you can kind of duplicate stitch and close up the hole.
Close
that
up
way
a
as
few
well.
of them.
No,
Mhm.
that looks
So-
great though.
It does.
I always give
Yeah, and I feel like it makes it really sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's not so fragile. So anyway, that's my tip.
Do you ever
Perfect tip.
pick up and like twist it through the back loop? So twist it closed?
Well, I've never done that, but that would work too.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You could probably do both.
Yeah.
Could probably do
I mean,
both.
and you know, depending on how much, you know, how loose your gauge is and all
Mhm.
that, I guess.
Sure.
You know, yeah, that would
Be
work.
interesting to try.
But this was kind of a loose gauge, so I definitely, sometimes I don't have to do the pick up the extra stitches, but this was like kind of a loose gauge.
Especially
so
when you
I
have
just-
like a fingering weight yarn on such a large
Yeah.
size needles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes when
Mhm.
it's meant to be such a loose gauge like
Yep.
that. So.
So, anyway, but yeah, definitely on any gauge, putting the stitches on a double point needle prior to picking it up really helps, especially dark
I
colors.
could see where that would
Mhm.
help. Mhm.
Because you kind of see how it's going to pull in then and what it's going to look like.
Mhm.
So.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I also read somewhere, I think Yarnivore sent out like little tips in her, in their email sometimes. They said something about keeping your swatches.
Mhm.
And then if you're gifting it or whatever, if you get a hole in it, then you can go back and find your
Oh.
swatch and use that to fix the holes.
Oh, that's a good
or-
idea.
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Mhm.
Swatch. It's kind of a bad name for some customer.
Dirty word.
Swatch. It does sound funny, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Anything else?
I don't think so. Keep your cal entries coming.
Yeah.
Chat. Show us some pictures of what you're doing. We'll chat with you on there if you're
Mhm.
on Ravelry enough. But
Oh, I have a book recommendation.
oh yeah,
My mom
that's
actually
right.
gave it to me. I haven't read the book. My mom's a reader in our house, but she said that the Berlin Girl is a really good book. She just finished it.
Mm-hmm.
She said it was really, really good.
That's
So,
right.
I
Mhm.
think it's a few years old. I don't think it's new.
Mhm.
But in case you missed it first time around or whatever,
Hmm.
she highly recommended it.
She did. Absolutely. She told me all about it when I got here. So it's great.
Yep.
We should have like a section for your mom's book club.
My mom's book club. Nancy's book club.
Nancy's book club. Mm-hmm. Pearl
She
in Texas.
reads,
Nancy's
like,
book club.
Crazy. I mean, she'll have like 3 or 4 different books going at one time. I
Wow.
cannot do that. I have to have one book and that's it.
Mhm.
I
I've
get
been
confused.
listening to I've listened to books for years. I actually went back and looked at my Audible membership, and it's been like for 12 years I've had
Oh,
that
wow.
thing. I mean, I've been listening to
Wow.
books for a long time, and even prior to knitting, because I guess I've just been knitting, I guess right around 11, maybe close to 12 now. But I like to listen and
Yeah.
because I can't really. I have the Kindle and I have paper books and everything, and it's not as easy to knit. Even if it's just as easy as a swipe on a Kindle, you
Mhm.
know, it's just not as easy. But
Yeah.
to sit and listen, you know, and just knit, it's one of my favorite things to do.
And
So
I,
if it's-
yeah, I was listening to mine on the way here because it's about an hour drive. So I'm reading The People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. Kind of a light read. We'll see how it goes.
I'm listening to The Russian by Ben Coase. It's a very old book, but somebody told me it was fun and a thriller, and it is so far. So
Good.
All right.
Are you watching anything interesting?
I'm not. I literally have been. So I was in Michigan for. I left Thursday morning. I got back Sunday night, and then I had my boss's boss come into town this week. So Monday, I was really busy making sure everything was planned for his visit. Picked him up from the airport on Tuesday, and we just ran, and we had like 15-hour days. Like,
Wow.
so
Wow.
Friday came, he left Friday morning, he had like a really early flight, 7 o'clock, but he just took a shuttle from his hotel, so I didn't have to go to the airport, but, yeah, we just ran, it was like crazy. So I was exhausted Friday.
I bet.
like literally couldn't even like think. Like, I was dead.
Mhm.
Just brain dead.
Uh-huh.
And so I didn't even watch TV on.
Sure.
Pretty much all weekend I heard they had the TV on. Yesterday I watched some football, but that was about it.
Mhm.
That was my brain space.
Mhm. Sometimes you get like that. Sometimes it's a rough
whoa,
week.
way too much going on. Yeah, one of my customers, so I've talked before about shortage of components and chips and having trouble getting stuff from manufacturing. Well, one of my customers is a couple, a man and a wife, who started a business in the canning industry for like microbreweries and stuff, and so it segued into them actually building machines that do the canning, that automates the canning. And it's primarily machines for small to mid-sized companies. It's not your big stuff. It's, you know, for the little guys. So here's this small company of this couple who, you know, built up this business and they've grown it, and they probably have 20 employees now, and they're located here in Austin, and we are literally, we went to a meeting and they literally told us, you're shutting our business down. We can't sell anything because we can't get your components to build our machines. And the woman, it was just horrible. The woman, Donna,
I hate to hear it.
she is 8 months pregnant. So here, it's like, oh, so we left there, and my boss's boss, his name is Miguel, he said, oh my God, I have a dagger in my heart, the blood's coming out. He said, that right there is the American dream, and we are killing it. So he said,
It's rough.
he said, I have been in meetings with, you know, in Canada, meetings in the U.S. with CEOs of these large companies telling me, you know, beating me up over stuff, and I, you know, have to tell them the story of what we're trying to do and everything. He said, nothing has hit me as hard as that right there.
Yeah. I can
So,
imagine.
yeah, it literally is heartbreaking. So he said it was good though, because he committed to doing whatever he can, and he was already, like the next day I called my boss, and he said, yeah, he's already committed to everything. He's going to Japan, and he's doing what he can to make them
Bring him back in
big.
his suitcase by himself. I mean, who knows?
That's so great.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's kind of interesting, but
Yeah.
so anyway, it was a very, very full week.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
So all right, well, I guess that's it.
All we've got.
Sorry for we had some sound issues again last week. I know sometimes at Melissa's house
A tall
like,
ceiling.
she has really tall ceilings. We're gonna investigate getting a different microphone maybe. Hopefully the sound will be okay here today. We tried to speak up. I know we're sometimes
Melissa's the
soft-spoken.
quietest. I'm so loud. You never need me to speak up. I bet you guys all have to turn down the volume when Carrie talks.
You're like, oh, you have AirPods.
My whole family tells me all the time, Carrie, you need to take it down a notch. No, I can't take, you know, I mean, I know how loud I am. I'm sorry.
I'm jealous. And I was a bus driver.
It's funny because I'm jealous the opposite way. Like, I wish I wasn't so loud, but it's just who I am. I don't know what
We
to
love
say.
you for who you are.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
And you too, Elizabeth.
Oh, thanks. So,
Okay, thank
so
you.
and this week we had all the dogs and all that. So well, it is what it is. We're not perfect. We just
No.
gotta keep trying.
But,
So
yeah.
Hang in.
Keep trying. Yeah, hang in. Thanks for coming back.
yeah.
So,
So anyway, hopefully you got something good out of this
Yeah.
week and this episode, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you again.
yeah.
If
the next
you
one.
could give us a thumbs up if you like something, we'd appreciate it, and tell your friends about us. We're trying to grow the channel, so we're over 350 now on subscribers, so we're trying to get up to 400, and then we'll do a giveaway for that. So
Mhm.
whatever you can do to help us spread the word, we appreciate it.
Yep.
And I guess that's it. So happy knitting.
Yeah,
Take care,
knitting.
stay safe, and be happy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.